Good morning, welcome back. Today it's a little windy, so I hope you still can hear me properly. We have another bow review, and this is one of the composite bows from Anwar from Carebows. So composite, you know, for the ones that don't know, it's horn on the belly, wood in the middle and sinew on the back, and he covers it up with leather and makes some nice painting on it. So this is a Mughal Crab bow. I got from him. My friend in America bought it and let it sent to me, so I can test it. And here I leave my expertise, because I have no idea of composite bows. This bow is 60 pounds at 31. So we'll see if I can even draw it properly. What can I tell you to the bow? It's a Mughal Crab. Has a strong length of 128 centimeters. The string is 120.8 centimeters. Brace height is 18.5. I said 60 pounds at 31. Max is 60 pounds right now, and a max draw of 31. No recommended arrow weight, minimum arrow weight or something like this. And by the way, short interruption. Thank you very much, El. He came to my YouTube channel through the suggestion lists, and he got stuck with it and he starts archery. Thank you very much for being old school. A really pretty bow. Compared to the hybrid bows, this one looks a little more raw and rough. The limbs are wider, thicker. You see on the back, you feel the strands of the sinew, so it's not so nice and not so shiny, but this is a working tool. The problems I had, this bow was just in this direction very crooked, and in this direction very twisted too, so I had to use, and took a while, heat this portion up, bend it over there until it gets in shape, and had to bend even the bow in this direction for a while, that it got a little more straight. It's still not perfect, but I hope for the sake of shooting a few arrows it will work. And of course you get a bow, 2 strings, a sleeve, and this nice documentation again, so very well done in this regards. What I see is that there's no nice inlay in the nocks. Would be nice to have as a reinforcement, but we have this binding behind it, so it should be no big deal. Like we had last time at the range, a bow broke, this piece chipped off of a fiberglass, of a laminated bow. Always can happen. 54.5 inches from nock to nock. Arrow pass is again our green nice arrow pass, as we love it. I take the middle of the ray skin, then we are at 32 millimeters, a little wide, but I guess due to the material has to be. So then of course these bows, you need to warm up, you need to flex the limbs first a bit at this horn and the sinew and whatever, you know. It's like when you start working out, you do your warm up first, right? Yeah. And then you see where you're going. Oh, so. And so on and so on. Already tired. So lower one is the bottom one. Then we put the top one in. Hold the string nicely beyond the string pad or string bridge. Step through. Put the lower limb on our thigh here. And make sure that the handle is slightly behind our leg. And then we can use all our force. To string the 60-pound bow. So everything is still in, fine. So then you see already here, still a little twisted again, and here a little twisted, but at least it's not so crooked anymore. So and then of course your best is you heat it up. Then you need to twist in the opposite directions. This is what you have to deal with. Then of course you need to check the tiller here. It's fine. A little bit maybe. That's what you have to deal with. So if you have a hornbow, simply prepare yourself that that it takes a little longer to string and until you're ready to shoot. That's not a big deal. Price of this bow? I don't know now, I think something 1,500 to 2,000, but you need to ask Anwar for Indonesia and Harlin for the international market, and they will tell you. I have no idea. So, see, and then you need to hold it in place and then leave it, and then it's getting straight, at least for a while. But I said I leave here my space of expertise. I have no idea of composite bows. And then you're done in one point in time in history. So the bow is actually, it's not so bad. The bow is crooked a little like this, but then you see you get more or less like a center shot. So it's not so bad. So 60 pounds, not for me. So we warm it still up a bit. Ah, my shoulder hurts already. So, but the draw is then actually not that bad. It starts twisting again. What you get. And the bow's weight is 630 gram, I forgot to mention. This is at least what he said. I don't want to measure it. I simply believe. And one day in time, so when you heat it up, fix it before you string it and then let it cool down in the position, it works better. So if I reach 31, I don't know yet, we will see. I only don't like when a string comes back and it makes a slightly noise, and I know I'm not in the center of the string pad, and I don't like that. My first real no, I had once one, but it's a proper made. I mean, it's a beauty, but directly a Mughal bow, you know, really could have been something easier. Let's see, I shoot 460 grain arrows because there's no weight recommendation. Oh, so what can I tell you? For now, my hand was a little shaking. With 460 grain, we have 631. 7 grain, something. Should be fine, no? So most probably I don't draw this bow fully. So even then the speed test will be only... But, I mean, I understand that it's 60 pounds because with this horn you should have a little poundage to, you know, that the horn even makes sense. And of course it's always, if you make it less poundage, you need to cut so much off the horn that it's really, I guess it could hurt your feelings. But it's well made, so there is nothing to say. But still, oh, look at this. Now we need to check this tiller again. Prepare for some people will not like it. I only shoot a few arrows because this bow is not for me. I need to see what it does. So we have. So I said so. In the beginning it's a little hard, but then you feel this big lever coming in, and then it feels a little more easy to draw. So here it's hard, and then here this bit is easy. Oh, nice. So you feel it a little in the hand. Maybe the arrow is a little too lightweight, but I don't know. Kicks, but you see that I need to fix it again. So you need to really warm this bow up and fix it properly, otherwise you end up shooting 2 arrows and fixing a bow again and again, and it's... Let's see how we're doing at 30 meters directly, because I said I don't want to shoot too many arrows with it. There you are. These arrows are 500 spine, so I think they're a little too under spine, so they go a little low still. Bow still looks good. not bad. It's, you feel it, you need to like it. We are still not friends, but it's not a bad bow by any means. I mean, look at this pretty. You have wood ears, reinforcements. I wish the nocks would have an inlay or something like you did with the other ones. Small string pad here. The leather and the decoration is just nice. Goes here around the Kazan. You have this really nice spine in the Kazan as it's supposed to be. And then the bow gets out of shape here again, so it's, yeah, you know what I mean. Then you have your nice horn, pretty. Handle is good, is big, it's really solid, so you have something to hold on. Really nice. Look at this pretty bow. So again, a little out of tiller, but what can I do? So 28, 30, 31, easy. Would do even, this is 32, look, but we put it now at 30. Let you see the curves. This one comes in quite hard here, so we need to fix this. So you saw this limb bending more, so yeah, I don't know. As I said, this is not my kind of bows, but the people who like this will love this bow. Shall we test the string angle? Yeah, let's see. This is the center of the bow. 28. Yeah, a bit more like this. 30. Yeah. So this one comes in quite a bit more than the other one. So, I mean, the upper one should be the weaker one, which it is. But still, and now look at this, it's not my kind of bow, definitely. I mean, when you see Anwar, how he bends and treats his bows, but that's not my bow and it's too expensive to treat it badly. Let's see, 460 grams was probably down to up to 60 pounds. Or do I? I don't know, 170, 169 to be precisely. 180. 180, so it's getting crooked again. So 180 foot per second with 460 grain, and I maybe pulled 55 pounds or something. That you have an idea what this bow is doing. And I maybe pulled 30 inches, so we are at 56, 7 pounds. 185. 169, that was a bad shot. 167, so this is what I get out of it. Most probably everybody else gets more out of it, but that's me. Getting there. Oh, look at this. Start liking this bow, but it gets out of shape again. This drives me nuts. So it's predictable, you know what this bow is doing, and it feels to me, but only to me, that the bow gets a little softer after a few shots. Let's have a look at the curves, shall we? I hold the bow completely upright, so you see the curves of this pretty Mughal bow. And there you feel, I have no idea, that this limb is giving a little in, because at the end the draw is getting really smooth. But if I would have one, maybe, and it's once fixed properly, I think we could become friends. It's not a bad bow. Not the fastest. It's not so bad, not so bad. Just it takes a while. So it's nothing for a beginner for sure. And you see again, so, and you need to know what you're doing. But Anwar has a lot of videos on his YouTube channel where you can check how to twist and bend and do all this stuff. I didn't watch it. There you go, there you have it. Thank you, Anwar, for sending this nice bow to me. Thank you, Harlan, for letting him send the bows to me. That one was a challenge for me, I have to admit. That's why it took a while, because I didn't want to heat it up. I didn't have a stove, so I used very, very carefully a blowtorch, and and then I heated it up very, very slow so that I don't burn anything or whatever. So, but still, you need to do it properly if you want to have fun with it, because it's now not straight again. So you see needs work. But it's not a bad bow. Only a little slow maybe again. So, bowstring, sleeve, string, and the documentation is 8 points. The handling of this bow, it's a pain in the butt to get this thing, because it was here quite crooked. To get this straight took me really a long time. I didn't even do it today. I did it yesterday and 2 days ago, I think. And today he's crooked again a little. So handling of this bow, stringing, unstringing in general, not a problem. Okay, like this, and you go here, and slowly you let down. And now I see that the bow has a little string follow, which he didn't have in the beginning. In the beginning he was looking like this. And now, but this is, I guess, what you get with a hornbow. So handling, I give it a 7, 8. Okay, 8, but not more. This is really, no, 7. This is such a pain. You need to know what you're doing. The build quality on the other side, at least it appears to me. I mean, I don't see how he made the connections and everything, but the bow is really pretty, and I don't see anything which bugs me besides this. But we had this rayskin thing. The rest, it's really, everything is well made. So you get here a 10. It looks really nice. Then the basic feel of this bow. Once it's straight, this bow is not bad. In the beginning, it's a little hard to pull, because you need to overcome this first resistance here, kind of. But then when these levers kick in, it's impressively smooth for a 60-pound bow, so it was impressive. The handle is big, so you have good control of this bow, because the bow is overall a little more massive than one of these hybrid bows, so you feel that there is some weight to it. But for 60 pound, I think it's not bad. The draw is nice. I wait, draw experience will come in a sec. We have now the basic feel. So the bow doesn't wiggle, and with these arrows I felt a vibration, but I guess this bow simply needs a few shots, so I give you 10. Draw experience is nice. So this bow, first I said you need to overcome a little, and then at the end it gets really smooth, really easy. But that was the purpose, I guess, of these Mughal bows with these big levers. It works quite well. So for the draw I give you 10. Shooting experience, I think this bow needs quite some shots that you get friends with it, so it feels a little rough. So for me it's like, I mean, it kicks the arrows away and everything, but it's the feeling, the shooting experience by itself, I don't know. I said I never shot a proper hornbow, so that's why I can't tell. But this is, I like the shooting experience of this hybrid bows more, but that's me, so that's why it's a personal thing, and I give you 9 points for that. 54, I guess, but I will recheck it at home and whatever. Price value, as said, I am not sure now what the price is. I think something between $1,500 and $2,000. It's quite a wide gap, I know, but I really don't know, and I don't want to tell you now something and then it's not right, or that's why I don't know. I didn't get the proper price list of them, so that's why I can't tell. You simply ask Anwar for a hornbow, composite bow. It's not bad. I said it depends on the price. 1500 would be fine by me, I guess. I would not, but that's really personal me. I would not spend $1,500 on a composite bow because I personally have no use for it. I better pay 500, 600, 700 or 800 for a Navalny bow or for a Groza bow or even Alibaba. That's me because I only toy around. But if you want the real deal, I think this is a good starting point for composite bows. It's not the fastest, as I said, 180 foot per second with 7-8 grain. Could be a little faster then, I guess, but it is what it is. So for this, give you 4. As I said, it's not worth for me. For you, can be a different thing. So you need to know if you like these bows. But on the other side, it's a really beautiful bow. And once you overcome all your quirkies here and set this bow up properly, I think it's a nice performer. So you could go lower with the grain per pound. I felt it a little in the hand, but it was not too annoying. So maybe you could shoot even more lightweight arrows. But I said there's no recommendation. And I shot now this 460 grain. With these ones, you already felt a little this in the hand. But of course, on the other side, again, we have string bridges and the big levers coming forward and yada yada. You know that. So that's all I have to tell you about this. The next one will be then the Korean composite bow. And this is again, I need to work this bow first because it's, again, that's why I don't shoot composite bows. But I said I have no experience and no knowledge and know nothing about composite bows. So this is only my personal statement of a laminated bow and fiberglass bow and maximum biocomposite bow shooter. But I guess it's not rocket science, so. But you need to heat it up, make it a little more flexible, and then you bend it in position, then it's fine, I guess. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one.